Hey guys, and welcome back to my parents' kitchen. Today we have a recipe with chicken, cream, and herbs. I don't really have a name for it, so we will call it the chicken creamy herb recipe. And with that being said, let's go. As previously stated, we need chicken, cream, herbs, some mushrooms, and I will be serving my dish with broccoli today. And the rest of our ingredients we'll see throughout our recipe. We will be starting off with our chicken, so let's make some room. Grab your chicken, put a board on the board, grab your chicken breast, slam that boy on the board, and let's clean up our chicken just a bit. Of course, this is optional. We'll remove some of the fat, and let's cube. We'll remove the tender of our chicken. I'm doing cubes about 1 centimeter thick. Our chicken is cubed, let's reserve it, and do the exact same thing with the second one. We want our cubes to be about the same size, and slice and dice. Chicken reserve. And let's go wash up. My washing up is done. Now my chicken needs to chill in the fridge. Now we'll move on to our mushrooms. Grab a white knife. We want them about the same size. We're about halfway. We'll reserve. I'm using brown and white mushrooms. No real big difference. I just want to get rid of what I have in the fridge. I have about 400 grams, but it's up to you. If you want more mushrooms, go for it. Let's reserve our mushrooms and move on to our next step. Moving on to our garlic on the table and grossly chopped. And with the power of editing, I'll see you when it's all chopped and minced to my liking. Bring it all together and get back at it. If you're a fan of my channel or my dad's channel, you know that garlic in our household is a must. I'm using 8 to 10 cloves of garlic. If you want more, go for it. And if you want less, well, as always, go for it. One last pass around. It's minced to my liking. Bring the bowl back. Bring the garlic back in the bowl. And as always, we'll go clean up yet again. And now moving on to our broccoli. It's gonna be our garnish. I need a knife, papa.
Couteau vert.
For our broccoli, I need a knife, papa.
Couteau vert.
Perfect. And now let's cut our broccoli. In French we call it à la bouchée. So to the mouthful. Move this part, go around, and we will cut into bunches. Let's see if they're all about the same size. This one's a bit big. We'll slice it in two. Moving on to the next one. Remove the stalk and cut. Slice the top and reserve for later. Hey Siri, green onions. Well, now we want to cut about this much. Always with your middle finger guide your knife. That should be enough. Reserve. And now another green bowl. Fresh parsley in the middle. Grab its head. Cut a good bunch off. That should be enough. The rest of the parsley will be for my dad's video. Grab it all together and just start slicing. Rotate and chop. Alright, it's grossly chopped. Bring them back all together and reserve. And with that being said, we are done our prep. Moving on to cooking our dish. 2 things. Water for our broccoli, our pan for our chicken and mushrooms. 2.5 liters of water, which means salt, 25 grams. My dad taught me 10 grams per liter. We preheat the water onto medium-low. We'll cook our broccoli after. Our pan's a bit dry, we'll add in some olive oil, a nice base. And we'll turn our pan onto high and we want to wait 200 degrees Celsius. Don't worry, it's special cooking olive oil that can resist up to 200 degrees Celsius, so don't worry. 200 degrees Celsius, now it's time to move on to our chicken. Our chicken in the pan. Stir around, unstick all the pieces. And we're going to cook our chicken about 2 to 3 minutes right now. Only half cook it. I will add in some salt and pepper to taste. Bring it around and tourne retourne. And now we'll do a tourne retourne but the other way. After about 3 minutes, my chicken is half cooked. Let's investigate. We'll cut 1 and 2. As you can see, it's really not cooked, but it's half cooked. Add in our mushrooms. Equalize. And now we will finish cooking off our chicken with our mushrooms. The mushrooms will add in some water and it will cook our chicken nicely. Do a tourne retourne and wait about 3 to 5 minutes for it all to fall down nicely and our chicken to cook. Our mushrooms and chicken are starting to become a nice golden brown. We'll move on to our broccoli. Heat onto high and we'll wait for our water to boil. After a total of about 8 minutes, my chicken is cooked. One last flip. We'll add in our garlic. Smack it all in. And luckily for me, the water from the mushrooms will make it so that my garlic will not burn. And turn the heat down to medium-low. We'll do a tourne retourne, flip-re-flip, incorporate it all together. And now we wait. And look at that, our water is boiling. We'll add in our broccoli and we'll wait 3 minutes. Our broccoli is done. We'll grab a pan and we will reserve our broccoli. Grab all of them out. Heat off. To our broccoli, we will add some butter. We'll do a tourne with our butter. Reserve, cover for now, and our water can go away. We'll bring our pan back. Turn the heat on to simmer just to keep it toasty. Add our cream, 500 milliliters, or just to cover everything. Bring the heat back up onto medium. And we want to reduce our cream to have a nice syrupy consistency. If you're in Canada, a bit like maple syrup. Our cream is simmering, we're getting to a nice consistency. It's not quite there yet, but at this point we will add in our parsley and our green onions. Incorporate them all together, and it smells and looks absolutely amazing. Not bad for a home cook. Now we're ready to serve. And now let's bring our pan over and see what we have. Bring all that goodness on top. Our chicken is beautifully cooked, our mushrooms are great, they're still intact. Our cream reduced nicely, a beautiful consistency. And now let's check to see if our chicken is as cooked as it looks. We'll put one big chunk on our chopping board. We'll cut it. Perfect. Well cooked, juicy inside, not dry, and amazing. We'll reserve our chicken. And now with a small plate, we'll plate. Grab all that chicken. It's gonna be for my lunch for me and my cameraman right now, so I'll do quite a big plate. We're hungry, so it doesn't have to be too aesthetic. We'll grab some of that creaminess, pour it on top. And there we go, our broccoli covered in butter. Of course, eating vegetables is always better when they're covered in butter. One last one, and there we have it. And there we have it, our creamy garlic mushroom chicken recipe is done. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to title this video, but with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, bye.